Minor unknown said, "Hello chat." Rin said, "Yo, do you still remember me XD?" Anna Lenka said, hand pink waving." Minor unknown said, "Where have you been LOL?" Rin said, "Dang, it's been a while." Minor unknown said, "How are you Rin?" Minor unknown said, "Hello." Rin said, "I'm good, haven't been active because of school and stuff." Minor unknown said, "Oh." Rin said, "Dang, I haven't played HSR in a while." Rin said, "What patch is it on now?" Minor unknown said, 2.4. Rin said, "That's crazy." Rin said, "I stopped at like the end of Jingyu and first banner."
What's up, Pom Pom?
Rin
Just
said,
got a message from the Xian
"I'm more
Zhou
active in
Lofi.
Genshin."
Looks like it'll conflict
Minor
with our
unknown
original schedule.
said, "Damn."
It's been a while, my friends on the Astral Express. How's your trailblazing expedition going? Soon, the Xianzhou Luofu will be holding the Luminary War Dance. Those who have aided the Luofu in overcoming the crisis are cherished allies of the Xianzhou. Thus, on behalf of the Seat of Divine Foresight, I'm extending an invitation to attend the ceremony. Your presence would be greatly appreciated.
Well, things are getting lively. We've barely recovered from the family's Charmony Festival, and we're already being invited to another special event.
Why not think about it this way? Our trailblazing expeditions are turning into blast expeditions, where we eat, drink, and play wherever we go.
Kuren into Hoyofun.
Blast?
Said.
Expedition?
Hi, Rin.
Yeah.
Rin.
Wherever we go,
Said.
we eat, play, and
Heimko
have a
isn't dead yet.
blast.
Loudly crying
So
face,
we
that's a
should leave
surprise.
March behind to
Kuren
take
into
care of the
Hoyofun.
express.
Said.
Hey!
Hi,
That's not what I
Miner
meant.
and y'all.
I'm all for some
Rin.
fun.
Said.
I just hope there won't
Hi.
be any surprise
Kuren
party
into
crashers,
Hoyofun.
like
Said.
Friday or
Heimko is strong. Minor
The
unknown.
Xianzhou Lofu has
Said.
recently overcome a crisis
Hey, Kuren.
by holding the war dance
Minor
there,
unknown.
demonstrating to
Said.
everyone that they've returned
Heimko
to a
is
state of
alive, but
peace
she
and
avoids me,
safety.
loudly crying face.
But that's what everyone said before we went to Penacony. You'll be
Kuren
totally
into Hoyofun.
safe under the family's
Said.
protection.
Man.
No
Rin.
need to worry.
Said.
The war dance
She
is
may
not
be
like the
strong in
Charmony
HSR,
Festival with all its
but not in
hidden
Honkai.
secrets. It's just a festival to honor the Rainbow Arbiter and the Cloud Knights, who fought against the abominations of abundance
Minor
and protected
unknown.
the Xianzhou ships.
Said. Oh.
Aside from star skiff performances, it's mostly martial contests. Nothing too different from the Taiki and Roboball contest we've seen before.
What do you think, Himiko? Since we've accepted Miss Black
Kuren
Swan's
into
proposal,
Hoyofun.
we should probably
Said.
head to Amphorius for
Cirrus
refueling.
boss in Divergent Universe is good for
There's
Herta,
certainly no
Heimko,
rush.
and Sway Eye.
This trailblazing expedition is quite unique, and the Express needs to be fully stocked and prepared before moving on to the next stop. With Madame Herta's help, I was planning to deliver some Leviathan fossils from Kalinga Abyss to Ron May, member 81 of the Genius Society. It could earn us some favors before we set off. However, it may take a few weeks.
Kuren into Hoyofun.
Aw, so that
Said.
means we're
Happy
not
800
going to
videos
the
and
Lofi.
400 subs. Minor.
Being an adult
Kuren
means
into
maintaining
Hoyofun.
relationships,
Said.
whether we like it or not.
What a
Marge.
number, eh? Hey.
Since we've been invited, it's only right for the Astral Express to attend
Minor
the ceremony.
unknown. Said.
So here's the plan.
Thank you, Kuren.
Pom Pom will take everyone to the Xianzhou Lafu.
Minor
Mr.
unknown.
Yang and I will meet up with
Said.
Ron May and fulfill our promise.
Damn, I made 800
Meanwhile,
videos
you,
already.
Marge, and Don Hung will
Kuren
represent
into
the Express
Hoyofun.
and attend the war dance.
Said. No
What do you two
worries.
think?
Rin. Said. Whoa, that's a lot of videos. Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. Yes, ha ha ha. Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. You have a lot of vids, more than mine XD. Rin. Said. When did you start YouTube, Minor? Minor unknown. Said. I started way back. Let me check. Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. 2018, I
don't hear
think.
any objections.
Now that everyone's on board with the plan, it's time to warp to the Xianzhou Lafu.
Rin. Said.
Nice.
2018? We. Minor unknown. Said. Yeah. Rin. Said. Whoa. Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. Whoa, indeed. Minor
Kalinga
unknown.
This.
Said.
What does she expect to find?
I
there?
became active in
Current research on the
2022.
Leviathan merely proves
Rin.
how little we know
Said.
about such life forms.
Do you still do Genshin?
That's why geniuses are interested in that field. Science is all about uncovering the
Minor unknown. Said. Yeah, I play Genshin, Star Rail, and Wuva. Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. Yep. Minor does Genshin.
Don't miss us too much. If I stumble upon some cool Leviathan fossils, I'll bring a few back as souvenirs for you.
Himeko really knows how to convince people. Between Leviathan fossils and the war dance, the latter definitely sounds more fun. By the way, Danhung, this time you'll be taking a stroll with us on the Lofi,
Rin.
right?
Said. Haven't tried Wyoda
Just
yet.
let you two wander around
What's the
aimlessly
story
on
about?
the Lofu by yourselves? I don't think so. Plus, Mr. Yang is right. The Ambrosial Arbor crisis just ended, and both the long life and short life species are still feeling uneasy. And that's why Jing Yuan wants to organize the war dance, to show that the Xianzhou Lofu is stable and safe. And since he has extended an invitation, it's only right that I visit my old friend.
Coming back to this place brings back so many memories, you know?
Minor unknown. Said.
Hey,
The savior
I'm not
from
actually
legends
gonna
gets
recite a poem.
reincarnated.
I was just
Minor
thinking
unknown.
about all the
Said.
twists and turns we went
That's
through
the
when
gist.
we first arrived on the Xianzhou. This time we're not being forced or enticed or chasing after wanted criminals. And we didn't have to sneak in through the cargo dock. This trip has been incredibly smooth. Quite unusual, I must say.
I agree.
Rin. Said. I might give it a try. Minor unknown. Said. Oh nice.
Is the Starskiff Haven always this crowded? Oh, there's so many people here. I can barely hear anything.
Yanqing said General Jingyuan sent him to welcome us, but where is he?
Let's wait for him in front of the loom. It's
Rin.
the most prominent landmark
Said.
on the dock.
The thingy that speaks every time someone talks kinda throws me off LOL. Has that always been here? Julian the Vampire King. Said. Hello. Minor unknown. Said. Not when you were a regular viewer LOL.
Hey, you guys!
Minor unknown.
Hold on a moment.
Said.
Did
Hello,
they just
Julian.
call us?
Joker
Look at their
Gaming.
outfits.
Said.
They're from Penacony,
Hello guys,
right?
what up?
Are you familiar with the Xianzhou Lofu?
We know a little bit about
Minor
it.
unknown.
What do you need?
Said.
We're
Hello.
from Penacony.
Nanyuka
Maybe
cream.
you've heard of it.
Said.
We came to this ship
Hi.
to gather interesting materials for making dream bubbles.
Oh, we just left there. Oh, talk about coincidence.
That's great. Do you know any must-see attractions on the Lofi?
Kuren into Hoyo Fun. Said. What's up, y'all?
Exactly.
Joker Gaming.
We're Ciencio
Said.
experts.
I have news. I got the new March
Most of the
7th and
tourists
I am
around at
just
the moment are
focusing
here
on
to
her
attend the
build.
war dance.
Minor
That's why
unknown.
we're here too.
Said.
Yeah,
Hello.
we know about that ceremony. But
Minor
isn't the
unknown.
fighting ring still closed?
Said. How's
I've heard
everyone
the ring
doing?
was actually converted from a huge decommissioned
Kuren into
Lofi
Hoyo Fun.
fighter jet.
Said. Naisu. Kuren into Hoyo Fun. Said. Am fine THX.
The radiant feldspar is bigger, I guess.
Joker Gaming.
But for now,
Said.
all we can do is wait
Good.
until the war dance starts in a few weeks before we can board it. We've still
Nanyuka
got work
cream.
to do, so we can't just sit
Said.
around waiting for it to start.
I am doing
That's
great.
why we're asking you about some must-see attractions.
Joker Gaming.
We're looking for unique
Said.
experiences that you
LOL.
won't find on Penacony. Our clients love these kinds of
Rin.
dream bubbles the most.
Said. Minor, have you tried
You're the
TikTok?
expert here.
Kinda active
Give them
there.
some suggestions.
Got a good amount of followers. Folded hands. You should give it a try if you haven't. Minor unknown. Said. TikTok
good
is
idea.
banned here.
The everyday
Julian
vibe
the
of
Vampire
Aurum
King.
Alley is a rare find
Said.
on the planet of
March
festivities.
7th, more like pink lemonade.
Everyday vibe.
Rin.
Yeah, our
Said.
clients have had their fair share of
Dane.
adrenaline-pumping
Worry.
dreamscapes. Maybe something down to earth would touch their hearts.
Thanks for the suggestion. We'll head to the Aurum Alley to gather materials.
Minor unknown.
Maybe we'll run into each
Said.
other there in a couple of days.
India.
Look, Yanqing's here.
Rin. Said.
Oh, really?
Ah.
Let's go catch up with him.
Joker Gaming. Said. Kuren, I have given the Harta shop light cone.
There you are.
The one with the ship.
Everyone, this way.
I have given it to March 7th. LOL. Is it any good?
Hey everyone, it's been a while.
Well, it doesn't feel like it's been that long since we last saw you. But, Yanqing, are you?
What's up, Miss March?
They say kids grow
Rin.
up really fast.
Said.
Yanqing,
I am a
are
calmer
you a
back.
little bit taller
I'm on
than
phone
before?
RN and the YouTube on the side is making it hard to do my dailies
We've
in
only been
Genshin.
away for a few months.
Julian the Vampire King. Said. I know it's good on Dr. Ratio and Topaz, but I don't know about March 7th cause I don't got her
Long
yet.
time no see.
Minor unknown.
It's been a while.
Said. Okay.
Oh, you've come along too, Mr. Danhung. Sorry for the delay. With the upcoming war dance and the Starskip Haven being so busy, things are a little hectic.
Seriously, I've never seen the Lofu so lively before.
I was a bit worried that holding the war dance right after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis might be too soon. But
Kuren into Hoyo
seeing
Fun.
the bustling Starskip
Said.
Haven,
Cool. Joker.
I understand why General Jing Yuan chose this timing.
Yep. There's people from other delves and travelers like you three who've come from afar. With the war dance coming up,
Minor
there's a
unknown.
huge number of visitors
Said.
pouring into the Starskip Haven.
Who are you using March
Cloud Knights
with?
are working hard to keep the security tight.
Kuren into
The
Hoyofun.
general said this
Said.
ceremony would help the Xianzhou
It was fun
Luofu
reaching
recover from the
1.3k
crisis.
subs LOL.
It's a way
Joker
to showcase
Gaming.
our martial spirit,
Said.
reassure people,
I have
boost
seen in the
morale,
game tool
and
in the
attract
game
visitors
that
from
light
other
cones
planets to
are
promote
also
trade
good
and
enough for
peace.
March 7th because it gives
By the
crite
way,
rate LOL.
the Xianzhou Alliance places great importance on this ceremony too. The Xianzhou ships, the Zhuming
Minor
and
unknown.
the Yaoqing, have both
Said.
sent messengers to offer their
You'll
blessings.
reach 1.5k soon, Kuren.
Yeah, the Xianzhou Yaoqing is a major force in hunting down abominations, and is always engaged in conflicts across the cosmos. Although it's a member of the Xianzhou Alliance, I don't know much
Kuren
about
into
it.
Hoyofun.
But
Said.
Madame Yukong from the Sky
You'll
Frame
have a
Commission
chance reaching
mentioned that the
600
Yaoqing
subs this
always
year.
sends back
Minor.
reports of great victories, which is quite impressive. I heard General Fei Xiao of the Yaoqing is a young and dauntless lady.
Minor unknown.
My peers say that she's
Said.
like a goddess of war.
Thank you, Kuren.
Capable of crushing dozens of abominations with a single punch. Huh. I wonder if it's true. If only I can witness her prowess with my own eyes.
Minor unknown.
By the way, Yanxi,
Said.
where are we headed
I hope
next?
I get enough watch hours by the time I get
Sorry for talking your
500.
ear off. The general
Kuren
wants
into
to catch up
Hoyofun.
with you at the Palace of Astro.
Said.
He's been eager
Thank
to
you
hear
too
about
and
how
no
the Express
worries.
has been doing.
Joker Gaming. Said.
It's funny how he tries
I am
to act
using
all mature,
March
but
7th,
whenever it comes
Robin,
to something he's
Topaz
interested
and
in,
Advent
you
Urine.
can really see his childish side.
Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. Clever.
I agree.
Joker Gaming.
All units,
Said.
assemble quickly. Get ready to
Upside
protect
down
the crowd.
face. Nanyuka Cream.
I just mentioned
Said.
security. Now, all
In
of
my
a sudden,
team is
something's
male
gone
MC
wrong.
Harmony Jade
Excuse
Adventurin
me.
and
I
Misha.
need to go check out the situation.
Minor unknown. Said. Oh. Ian. Said. How much SJ do you have now?
We'll go with you.
Minor unknown. Said. Hello.
Protect the civilians. I'll deal with him.
Nanyuka Cream. Said. Let me see. Minor unknown.
Morrison?
Said.
Why are there
I have
tourists
5
here?
pulls.
This ends now.
Existence is meaningful.
You chose the wrong enemy.
He sent a storm. Heaven surge. Break!
There's always a weakness. Lend me your strength.
Awaken, dormant scales. World cleansing dragon.
Joker Gaming. Said. You are lying or you are really broken LOL. Julian the Vampire King. Said.
Not good.
The weak guards need to train every day cause they need to get way stronger. Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. I am broke also LMAO.
Thanks
Kuren
for the
into
help.
Hoyofun. Said.
Sorry, no time
Yunlei.
to chat.
Could you give me back my...
Joker Gaming said, how did you go broke in Kuren? Minor Unknown said, well, I didn't get all these characters as an F2P without any reason. Kuren into Hoyofun said, people are hella pulling for Yunli because better Clara. Julian the Vampire King said, I already hate Yunli in the story. Kuren into Hoyofun said,
My sword!
Jade made me go broke.
I'm sorry.
Kuren
I'm
into
afraid we'll have to
Hoyofun
put our plans on hold
said,
for now. I need
because
to
she
find
gave
out
me
what's going
Jeopard.
on.
While we appreciate your rescue, my Xianzhou friends, don't you think it's a bit too much to detain us and our cargo?
Sorry, but we've been ordered to detain you and your cargo for inspection until we figure out the source of the attack. Once we're done with the formalities, we'll let you and your cargo go.
But this shipment isn't
Joker
even
Gaming
meant for the Lofi.
said,
And it's IPC's
I am
patented
also broke.
technology.
E1S1 Jade
Who do you think you are to conduct an
LOL.
inspection?
According to the protocol, all cargo arriving on the Lofi must go through inspection.
Oh, but we didn't officially enter your dock at all. We just sought refuge in your dock because we were attacked by the Borisons.
Julian the Vampire
Looks like this
King
argument could go on forever.
said,
Let's not
the
get involved in a
2.5
heated
characters
dispute that
about
won't
to
lead
make
to a
me go broke.
resolution.
Theo Janvin CH Mavu PH said, guys, my final 4-star character I got is Hanya. I was trying to get Yunli but Hanya gave me its last space. Joker Gaming said, I am already broke thinking about that shit. Minor Unknown said, hey Theo. Theo Janvin CH Mavu PH said, also, I hit 71.3 million credits. I will think about it.
Who's in charge here? I need some answers.
It's my fault. We let our guard down for a moment. I take full responsibility.
With the war dance approaching, safety should be a top priority. Now, tell me, how did Boris
Joker
and
Gaming
prisoners end up in Starscape
said,
Haven?
all I am thinking about is now Jiao Kai LOL if he is gonna come to my home that's okay or I will just pull another mommy bin 2.5.
Strict supervision.
Theo
without
Janvin
ever
CH
touching
Mavu
the ground.
PH
Who allowed
said,
a prisoner transport
Minor,
ship to dock
how much
at the
credits you
passenger
have?
terminal?
Please don't blame this, Captain. This incident involves the Zhu Ming's diplomatic vessel.
Who are you?
I'm Liu Jun, an officer of the Patrol Defense Squad. Thank you for your help, Lieutenant Yanqing. The situation unfolded rapidly.
Theo Janvin CH Mavu PH said,
Here's what
as of today,
an IPC
Minor
transport
Unknown
ship was attacked by the
said,
Borisin just before
around
arriving,
2 m,
and the Zhu Ming's diplomatic vessel came to the rescue. They fought off the Borisin pirates and imprisoned them on their ship.
So, an IPC ship was attacked by the Borisin near the Lofi.
Theo Janvin CH Mavu PH
Save them?
said, you need 69 M credits. Theo
Honestly,
Janvin CH Mavu PH
Zhu Ming
said,
diplomatic ship. Hearing
More.
the standard procedure,
Kuren into
talk to the
Hoyofun.
passenger terminal
Said.
to hand these criminals over to
And
the
why is that?
Lofi. You know, with all the outsiders flooding onto the Lofi, the star skiff lanes are under immense pressure. The Borison desperados decided to put up a fight before the prisoner transport star skiff could get there. And that's what you just witnessed.
Joker
We'll make sure
Gaming.
these prisoners are sent to the
Said.
shackling prison as soon as
I
possible.
have about 80 million LOL.
see.
I was grinding for it for
An
quite a
unusual
while.
situation indeed.
Kuren into
I'll report it
Hoyofun.
to the security department
Said.
of the Realm Keeping Commission.
I have 3
and ask for their
MLOL.
cooperation in handling the aftermath. Maybe I should gather more details from others so that the Seed of Divine Foresight can have a better understanding
Theo
of the
Janvin CH
situation.
Mabu Hey PH. Said. Joker Gaming, that's not fair, okay?
You
Kuren
look
into
much
Hoyofun.
mature now,
Said.
Yanqing.
Joker 1 LMAO.
Please don't tease me, Miss March. The
Hydra.
situation on the Cienjo
Said.
before the war dance
And why
is
is
like
that,
a calm
Theo?
lake that can be disturbed by even the smallest
Kuren into
pebble,
Hoyofun.
capable of generating far-reaching
Hi,
rhythms
Hydro.
in the slightest disturbance.
Joker Gaming. Said.
What are those
Everything is
people?
fair in love and war, LOL, rolling on the floor
monsters we
laughing.
just dealt with?
Theo Janvin CH Mabu Hey PH. Said. A guy got beaten by Mezioki I. Now Joker?
Those werewolf
Theo Janvin
monsters are known
CH
as
Mabu Hey
Borison.
PH.
They are abominations of abundance.
Face with
We've
raised
been fighting
eyebrow,
them
face
for a
with
very
raised
long
eyebrow.
time.
Minor unknown.
Borison have been a
Said.
powerful force for a long
Hey
time,
Hydro.
plundering and enslaving many worlds. The threat they pose is just as terrible as the Swarm disaster. And the Alliance even had a fierce war with them 3 decades ago.
Nanyuka
Their
Cream.
presence has faded over the
Said.
years.
Hi
Who
Hydro.
would have thought?
According to that officer, they attacked an IPC ship near the Senjo Lofu. Such a brazen attack seems quite unusual to me.
Yeah, that's what I find strange too. It seems like the IPC and the Borison have some serious grudges. Well, enough with the chit-chat.
Kuren into
The General wants
Hoyofun.
me to take you to the Palace
Said.
of Astrum.
Do y'all believe that Ruan Mei
Love
is
to
evil?
chit-chat a little longer.
Joker Gaming.
There are some things that
Said.
can't be left unchecked.
And now I have like 30 pity and 60 pulls. Just imagine a 5-star LOL rolling on the floor laughing.
Need our help in hunting
Theo
down the
Janvin
Borison?
CH Mabu Hey PH.
Thank you,
Said.
but it's no big
Ruan
deal.
Mei. Hydro.
By the way,
Said.
that young lady who just appeared,
depends Kuren.
she took my sword.
Kuren into
Thank you for
Hoyofun.
filing a lost property
Said.
report at the Realm Keeping
Because to
Commission see
me,
if I can get
she
it
is
back.
mysterious.
I doubt
Minor
she did
unknown.
it on purpose.
Said. We haven't see her full personality. No pun intended. Julian the Vampire King. Said. Yunli and Sparkle is the same size.
Perhaps she's around here somewhere.
Minor unknown.
Shouldn't we take a look?
Said.
All
Oh.
right, let's not keep
Hydro.
the General waiting.
Said.
Don't worry.
A
There
vampire.
aren't many people out there.
Kuren into Hoyofun. Said.
It shouldn't be too
Firefly's
hard to find.
trailers and teasers show us some hints. Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. LOL.
There sure are a lot of troublemakers around.
Joker Gaming. Said. You just realized that now, Julian. I know that from the first when I saw the size of Yunli, LOL.
Success and failure.
Julian the Vampire King. Said. I'm about to drink your blood. Hydro. Said.
It's been a long
Kuren,
journey.
I'm gambling still.
Thank you for your presence.
Don't mention it. Thank you for taking the time to welcome me.
Kuren into Hoyofun.
General,
Said.
I brought our guests from the
Same here.
Express.
Hydro.
Oh, I'm sorry for my bad timing. I didn't know you were meeting a guest, General.
Don't worry, you're just in time. It's been a while, my friends from the Astral Express. All is well when you have friends coming from afar. Allow me to introduce you to General Huayan. He's the Arbiter General of the Xianzhou Zhuming, known as the Flaming Heart.
No need to be so formal. I'm just a tourist here, no different from other tourists who've come to attend the ceremony.
Elder Huayan is not only one of the Arbiter Generals, but also the Furnace Master of the Artisanship Commission. Besides his martial skills, he excels in forging various weapons. Such talents are unique, even among the Arbiter Generals.
Be it Arbiter General or Furnace Master, these are merely titles given to me long ago. I've retired several times already, but with the current change in circumstances, the Marshal has called me back to duty, and I had no choice but to answer the call. Well, in the end, I'm to blame. Living such a long life naturally brings its share of disapproval.
It's an honor to meet you, General Huayan.
It's my honor to meet you, General Huayan.
No need to be all formal. Today I'm just a guest on the Lofi, the same as all of you. So, these three are the ones you mentioned, Jingyuin? The heroes who helped you with the Ambrosial Arbor crisis?
Indeed. There's Don
Joker
Hong,
Gaming
March 7th,
said,
him.
I
Without
already
their help,
completed the
I'm afraid
2.4
the
story.
Lofi
It's
might
anyone
not easily
interested in
overcome
spoiler
this
LOL.
So, the Imbibitor Lune's reincarnation has returned to the Lofi and will attend the war dance. I'd love to have a drink with you should the chance present itself.
Hydro
You're more than welcome,
said,
General Huayan.
allow me to refuse your offer, Joker.
And this young friend...
Julian the Vampire King said, no, Joker.
Yanqing, my apprentice. He remains by my side as my retainer due to his youth, which I hope will season him with experience. He will stand for the Lofi's Cloud Knights in the upcoming war dance, ready to take on all kinds of challenges.
Great, great! It's a real treat to see so many talented young people around here today.
Nanyuka Cream
Oh,
said,
I almost forgot.
no Taku.
This is my
Joker
apprentice,
Gaming
Yu Li.
said, just joking, grinning face.
It's you!
Oh, it's you. Hello.
Oh, you two already know each other? Guess we don't need any introductions then.
What a coincidence! I was afraid I'd have trouble finding this girl.
Hydro said, well, that
How
was a lame
piqued
joke
my
for me.
curiosity. Tell me, how did you two become acquainted?
She helped me capture the escaped Borisin prisoners at the Starskiff Haven. Allow me to express my gratitude for you. But when you left, you took my flying sword with you.
Your flying sword? Oh, so that's why I found a dagger in my bag. Turns out it's yours.
Yes, it is. Now that we've met again, I hope...
No, that won't do.
Won't do?
You want your sword back?
Kuren
right?
into Hoyofun
Well, you can't
said,
just take it back.
LOL.
On the Juming,
Joker
when
Gaming
you lose your sword on the
said,
battlefield,
if you feeling bad, I can tell you some
battlefield.
interesting spoiler that you will like about
As for this
2.4
sword,
LOL rolling
it
on
was
the floor
supposed to
laughing.
strike that escaped Borisin prisoner. But unfortunately, its
Kuren
owner's
into Hoyofun
agitated state caused
said,
it to fly off like a kite
Yunli
with a
is so
broken
sassy.
string, and it missed
Hydro
its target.
said,
By the way,
no.
if I hadn't caught it and
Julian the
helped it hit
Vampire
its mark,
King
that
said,
Borisin prisoner would have
if
gotten
you
away.
don't stop joking, you will get some of the
Hold on a
feet power like Sushang.
You took my sword without even asking.
Hydro
And now you're refusing
said,
to give it back?
not interested. My opinion.
So much for
What
lawful
about you,
sword
Kuren
masters.
and Minor?
What did you just say?
Kuren into
You just
Hoyofun.
stepped up and
Said,
took your sword back from
girl,
me fair
chill,
and square.
or yanking will throw a
I
tantrum.
totally respected you. But nope, you tried to play it down, expecting me to just hand it back to you like it's nothing. In front of everyone. With all due respect, you don't honor your sword. So you don't deserve it.
Hasn't anyone told you that taking without asking is stealing? If you want to settle this with swords, fine. Let's have a one-on-one duel right now.
Yanqing.
Well, that's more like it. Just be careful. Because I'm not as easy to handle as the Borisin.
Hydra.
You two, be
Said,
quiet and apologize
Oh
to
Kuren
Yanqing.
FYI. Joker Gaming.
Whose
Said,
side are you on, Grandpa?
You know Julian, you will meet one of the 7 generals in 2.4 LOL.
take
The
sides.
first spoiler. For you
It's a
Julian.
small misunderstanding.
Kuren into
And an
Hoyofun.
apology would be
Said,
too much.
Yes,
I've heard about the
Hydro.
Zhu Ming's incredible swordplay
Hydro.
and craftsmanship.
Said,
Most notably,
I reached
the legendary
Union level
flame wheel
60 in Wuthering Waves. Now the
Seeing
real
Miss
drag
Yun Li,
begins.
who is among those ranks today,
Kuren into Hoyofun.
well, I must say, she
Said,
definitely has that
I see.
fiery edge.
Such grandiose names. Some folks love to spin these fancy titles, trying to set the Cloud Knights apart. Yun Li is still just a young girl, a bit awkward and hot-tempered. So please forgive her if she's being rude.
Well, everyone, Elder Huayan and I have some business to discuss. For now, Yanqing, why don't you entertain our guests and take Miss Yun Li to the inn? I'll find another chance to talk with you all. I'd like to express my gratitude to the Astral Express for helping the Lofi during the crisis.
That's
Joker
so kind
Gaming.
of you.
Said,
I mean, you've already thanked
in this
us so
version
many
they are
times.
only 4 generals.
Please forgive
Julian
me
the
for
Vampire
coming at
King.
an inconvenient
Said,
time.
I met some of the
You
generals
needn't
cause I
apologize,
already been doing the story for like 3 hours.
All right, Yun Li.
Hydro.
Take this opportunity to clear things
All
up
the
with
units
Yanqing.
of the main team are pretty well built, but as for the secondary team, I can't do that since it drained out 90% of my existing resources.
I want to visit Lingsha. She just arrived in the Lofi and could use some help settling in.
Yanqing, once you've helped our guests get settled, go to the Artisanship Commission for me. I've heard about the attack and the detainment of the IPC ship. Qingzu sent word that the IPC members
Joker
are
Gaming.
protesting and wish
Said,
to have their cargo back.
You are doing story, I have completed
See if you
story,
can
ha.
calm them down. Don't get aggressive. Just make it clear that the Xianzhou Lofi has no intention of violating their rights.
I'm on it.
Minor unknown. Said, I hope I won't have much of a resource shortage during my downtime. Julian the Vampire King. Said, nobody cares. Joker rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing. Joker Gaming.
This is the report
Said,
Qingzu just sent me.
Nobody cares about you, damn vampire, lol. I am just enjoying my day with some marshmallow in my backyard.
Looks like
Hydro.
the general has given me a tough
Said,
challenge.
Your
He wants me to try
downtime
and
minor,
help put the
in
IPC's
Wuthering
mind at
Waves?
ease.
Minor unknown. Said, no, Star Rail.
Well, it's not exactly
Minor
a
unknown.
test. As
Said,
Cloud Knight officers, we
I'm
not only
holding
learn
back,
the art of
remember?
war and martial arts,
Hydro.
but also occasionally
Said,
have to handle diplomatic
I wasn't
disputes.
talking about HSR.
It's just, you know, talking things out isn't as straightforward as duking it out with weapons on the battlefield.
Hydro.
This is especially true
Said,
when you're up against the IPC.
I already got bored of that
Non-stop
game.
corporate babble.
Minor unknown.
Well,
said.
let's not worry
Oh.
about that for now.
Hydro.
Shall I take you to the inn?
Said. Even though I play it. Julian the Vampire King. Said. Well, I didn't get banned from a live stream like you, Joker, cause I was flexing. Julian the Vampire King. Said. Cause you.
It is the Lofu's honor to have you in attendance at the war dance. Yet, the fact that a simple martial arts ceremony has attracted esteemed generals from the Zhu Ming and the Yao Qing implies intentions beyond mere spectating. Might there be any specific instructions from the marshal?
You're overthinking it, Genuine. As I said, I'm here to broaden my granddaughter's horizons. I have no ulterior motives. However, I have
Joker
no clue
Gaming.
what the Yao Qing
Said.
Arbiter General has
What
in
are you
mind.
talking about, band? Yesterday I was just watching Netflix. I have not been on YouTube. I just came here to enjoy the story.
Arbiter General's
LOL.
battlefield goes beyond the physical one. You'll need to lead and manage everything on the Xianzhou. The title of Arbiter General holds a weight far greater than its literal meaning. So many years have passed, and you've done well. However, longevity for the Xianzhou people can be a curse. Living too long means that every mistake you made will lurk in the shadows. And one day, they'll eventually catch up to you. The Marshal knows everything that has happened on the Lofi. As for the Merlin's Claw of the Yao Qing, she has come specifically for you. Speaking of which, why hasn't she arrived yet? They say the Merlin's Claw strikes like lightning. Being late isn't her style.
That's not true, General Huayan. She's been here a while.
Julian the
but
Vampire King.
I'm sure you've heard of her
Said.
unbridled nature.
A live streamer said you got banned cause you was flexing about your
As
jade,
soon
but
as she
I'm not
disembarked
saying
from
their name though.
Starskiff, she mentioned having something to attend to, and simply disappeared.
You must be the messengers from the Xianzhou Yao Qing, I assume.
We are Jiaoqiu and Moza, retainers of the Merlin's Claw. It's an honor to meet you in person, Arbiter Generals.
Now this is interesting. A guest who doesn't come to visit but sends a message instead. What does she mean? Tell me, what could be more important to her than coming here?
Julian the Vampire King.
Master heard
Said.
about a spectacular
Moses
view
cool.
in Scale Gorge Waterscape. I believe she went there to enjoy it.
A spectacular view? Ha! Did you hear that, Genuine? This person is being sarcastic.
Please do not misunderstand me, General Huayan. I was simply stating the truth. Master thought it would be inappropriate to keep you waiting, so she sent us
Joker
here.
Gaming. Said.
Once she's finished with
you are
admiring
talking
the
about that
scenery,
man, forgot
she'll
about him,
personally come
LOL.
and apologize to the
Julian the Vampire King. Said. But I don't know lot of about him yet cause I only saw him in the story like 2 times.
Tycoon Lee to return
Kuren
my
into
sword.
Hoyofun. Said. Jiao Kai will come
No
home.
need to bother. The Juming envoys
Kuren
won't
into
be leaving
Hoyofun.
Luofu anytime soon.
Said.
I'll ask for it
His
later
eyes
when we
are
meet
so,
again.
so.
By the way, I don't know if it's just me, but the general seemed a little reserved. Could it be because of Elder YN's visit?
Reserved? Really?
Joker Gaming.
Maybe I'm just overthinking
Said.
things.
Yes, just wish me luck, guys, for
you're
Leaf
not.
Clover.
When I
Kuren
entered
into
the Palace of
Hoyofun.
Astrum, I
Said.
realized that the messenger from
Calming.
Xianzhou Juming was actually the Arbiter General himself. So, the messenger
into
from the Xianzhou
Hoyofun.
Yaoqing must be
Said.
the Merlin's Claw.
Wish you
herself,
good
I
luck.
presume.
That's right.
Well, that's what makes this entire thing so unusual.
What's so unusual about it? They simply received an invitation from Jing Yuan, just like the crew, right?
The war dance is just a small festival. And now we have 2 Arbiter Generals from other Xianzhou ships here. I'm afraid they're here for something more. Maybe they've come to hold Jingyuan accountable for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis?
Hold him accountable? Come on, didn't the Lofi fall victim to the disciples of Sanctus Medicus and the Antimatter Legion? Why would they blame the victim?
Don Chu's rebellion and Ventilia's scheming are merely one side of the story to the other Arbiter Generals of the Alliance. Only a single piece of incontrovertible evidence remains, creating an endless source
Vunch.
of potential
Said.
complications.
What's up, gang?
The Ambrosial Arbor.
Yes. It's undeniable that the plague mark, which was subdued by the Xianzhou Lofi,
Minor unknown.
has resurfaced.
Said.
But was it really
Hey,
a
Vunch.
conspiracy instigated by the Antimatter Legion? Or does it indicate a traitorous intent from within the Lofu, implicating Jing Yuan himself? Once the spark of suspicion is kindled, it proves hard to extinguish.
Joker Gaming. Said. Yo, sign of the horns.
What was I thinking? Seriously. Here I was looking forward to a carefree and enjoyable
Hydra.
trip.
Said.
But it seems wherever
I'm
we
in
go,
the middle of an event.
drama is just around the corner.
Aw, I was so excited. I thought those Arbiter Generals were just here to see the ceremony. By the way, I heard that an alchemist from the Juming diplomatic
Said.
ship has arrived.
New update out.
Rumors say that she's
Joker
to be the
Gaming.
new Cauldron Master of
Said.
the Alchemy Commission on the Lofi.
Are you here, Julian?
An alchemist from the Juming serving as the Cauldron Master on the Lofu? While it's not unheard of, the timing itself...
Thanks to your words, Mr. Dan Hung. Now I finally
Julian
see
the Vampire
underlying
King.
tensions.
Said.
The General
I want
is under
Mommy
tremendous
Pixiao
pressure
right now.
But I was completely oblivious to his troubles. How naive of me.
Come on, don't think like that. Leave the adult matters to the adults. Even if you wanted to do something for the General, it's not like you can do anything. Did I say something wrong? Again?
Miss March is right. I don't have the skills to share the General's burdens at the moment. Still, I'll do my best to follow his instructions. Let's go. Once I've taken you to your accommodations, I need to go to the Artisanship Commission to handle the IPC's protest.
He looks like he has a lot on his mind. We can't just let him go alone. Why don't we accompany you to the Artisanship Commission?
This is too much trouble. While I appreciate your kindness, dealing with the IPC's workers could be tricky. I'm afraid this will cause trouble for the Express.
No worries. We're pretty experienced
Julian the
in dealing
Vampire
with the
King.
IPC.
Said.
You've heard of the Ten
The
Stone
Vampire
Hearts?
King left Joker.
We've
This
dealt
is
with
Sparkle.
quite a
What do
few
you
of them,
want?
Right? Yeah, exactly. Wait, are you being sarcastic?
Well, since you're willing to help, I won't decline your kindness. Let's head to the Artisanship Commission and meet them.
Joker Gaming said, I want to say to that streamer, thank you for being banned. He just got pissed LOL.
Can I really reason with you Xianzhou people? I think I get it now. In your words, this is called looting.
But I am trying.
Ugh, that toxic voice sounds familiar. Haven't I heard it before in Arum Alley?
You know what? This isn't my first time dealing with the Skyfaring Commission. I can handle
Hydro
your unreasonable
said,
ways.
Minor.
But straight up snatching
Julian
IPC
the Vampire
cargo,
King
isn't that going a bit
said,
too far?
Okay, I will tell him that LOL.
Just as I've said it many times already. Once we've inspected the cargo and completed the security check, you can be on your way. Is there something wrong with your ears, or is it just your brain?
I'm hearing you loud and clear. I'm thinking clear. And my answer is crystal clear. Not a chance. Keep detaining my cargo and I'll file a complaint directly with your general. Think you can possibly convince me? Huh? Why are you here? Staying on the Xianzhou, are you? What terrible luck. Wherever you go, disasters aren't far behind.
Aren't you the guest from the Astral Express? What brings you and Yanqing to the Artisanship Commission?
They're in trouble? No, it's me! I'm the one in trouble!
Looks like you've met this IPC worker before. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing. I was sent here to deal with the IPC protest, Miss Shikui. What's going on here?
As you know, this IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borisin and rescued by the Juming's diplomatic ship. Then the Cloud Knights were instructed to bring it back to the dock for repairs and inspections. And this is Mr. Scott, the person in charge of this transport ship.
So, you're Scott. I've heard him mention you. Weren't you kicked off the Lofi before? Why did you come back?
Like I wanted to come back. I thought I'd just dock at the harbor for repairs and leave this forsaken place for good. Little did I know, as soon as the ship entered the harbor, a bunch of Cloud Knights showed up and snatched all our cargo from the hold.
What do you mean by snatched? I've told you 1,000,000 times. It's a security check.
Then why did you bring the cargo to the Artisanship Commission? You even brought in some shady craftsmen. It's obvious you're trying to steal the IPC's patented technology.
Listen here. Firstly, the Skyfaring Commission detected dangerous items that could possibly be weapons in your cargo hold. That's why they called me here, to double-check. Secondly, where the heck did you get the idea that I'm a shady craftsman?
Even if there are dangerous items, what do they have to do with you? It's not even being shipped to the Lofi. We'll just fix the ship and be on our way. We won't unload our cargo here.
But you'll have to stay in the port for several days before
Joker
your
Gaming
ship is repaired and you can take
said,
off again.
Thanks by the way, if I was not banned I just leave the channel inside, just remove me from the moderator place LOL, and say goodbye LOL, but he did a good job LOL, rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing.
However, our scans
Kuren
discovered
into
that the cargo
Hoyofun
doesn't only contain
said,
machinery, but
Scott,
also some
I remember him and his
substance that
barking
resembles biological
LMAO.
tissue.
Biological tissue? Does this crate contain living things?
I'm afraid we'll need to wait for the Alchemy Commission for further confirmation. In any case, According to our regulations, we need to unseal one of the crates for further examination. But this IPC specialist has been hindering us on the grounds of patent secrecy.
The Alliance's regulations on biological products are very strict. Without further
Kuren into
inspection, there
Hoyofan
is no way for the Skyfaring Commission to release the
Leaks said
cargo.
that Fixiao will be a boss for the Echo of War.
Fine! If anyone lays a finger on that shipment, they'll have me to deal with. It doesn't matter if it's mechanical or biological. It's none of your business. I'm filing a complaint against the Skyfaring Commission's ridiculous regulations.
Kuren into
Scott seems
Hoyofan
stubborn and difficult to
said,
persuade.
Thank heavens that
Honestly,
there's no Akiran
really
boss
don't want
fight.
to have a vicious confrontation with the IPC. I heard how you helped Aramali. The IPC representative back then was Mr. Scott, right? Since you've dealt with him before, it looks like I'll have to rely on you again.
What are you guys whispering about over there? Just hurry up and give us back our cargo.
Vunsh said, how are you guys? Joker Gaming said, damn Hoyovers know what they are doing with the boss stuff. Minor Unknown said, I'm good. How are you? Minor Unknown said, yeah LOL. Vunsh said, nice.
As I recall, this guy won't listen to reason and can only be persuaded with intimidation. But he does seem to follow rules to some extent. Let's use that against him.
Speaking of regulations, we have our own laws and regulations too. According to Article 4 of the Xianzhou Alliance IPC Trade Consensus, the Alliance and IPC shall never infringe on each other's intellectual property rights.
Kuren into Hoyofan said, hi,
Back in Arum
Vunsh.
Alley, you were dealing with civilian merchants, where you could use the IPC's name to scare them. But this time, the Cloud Knight lieutenant standing before you represents the will of Lofu's general.
Joker Gaming
and won't be intimidated
said,
by your words.
Of course.
Kuren, can you make a build video of the new March 7th LOL? I am having trouble to build her. Vunsh said, hey Kuren.
Yeah, that's true. Of course, I want things to be resolved peacefully, but aren't we getting stuck in rigid formalities here?
Kuren into Hoyofan said, I suck at making
Even if we
builds,
set aside the
Joker.
secrecy of intellectual property, these prototypes built by the Intelligentsia Guild are incredibly valuable, beyond your wildest imagination. If anything goes wrong, you won't be able to pay for it even with your
Kuren
life.
into Hoyofan said, Savvy Plays made a March 7th hunt build video.
Can you give us an exact amount, Mr. Scott? If there's any damage after the inspection, the the Skyfaring Commission will compensate you.
The Skyfaring Commission. Yeah, they will compensate you, provided a detailed report of the damage is submitted.
I don't doubt the financial strength of the Skyfaring Commission. However, this is not just about money. Besides, the cargo on this transport vessel belongs to the Intelligentsia Guild. If you want to inspect the cargo, shouldn't you at least call in a member of the Intelligentsia Guild to be present?
I'm pretty tight with Dr. Ratio from the Intelligentsia Guild. Almost like family. Doesn't that make me practically a member of the Intelligentsia Guild too?
What's all this nonsense? Even if you were married to him, you still couldn't represent the Intelligentsia Guild. We both need to follow the regulations, because that's how the IPC and the Xianzhou operate, right? As an IPC worker, I have to abide by its regulations. If I make an exception and allow you to inspect the cargo, it'll spell disaster for me.
I understand that you're trying to stick to the IPC regulations, and that's commendable, Mr. Scott. But what you fail to see is that this argument is tarnishing the IPC's reputation on the Xianzhou. If this conflict with the Skyfaring Commission escalates, they won't just make things difficult for your business, but it'll also have an impact on your career down the line.
Of course, I never wanted conflict with the Xianzhou. Like I said, all I wanted was to retrieve the cargo and be done with it, but they just refused to let us go. Well, you guys sure know how to argue your case. Fine, I'll allow you to do the security inspection. It's just that, I need some time to sort things out. This is a big deal. Let me talk to headquarters first.
So, Mr. Scott, are you just stalling for time and planning to leave the Xianzhou as soon as your ship is repaired? To avoid the Skyfaring Commission's inspection?
Well, IPC staff are free to come and go, as long as they don't break any laws.
Yeah, you've got some insight there. Who are you again?
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lingsha, Cauldron Master and head of the Alchemy Commission on the Lofi.
Could she be?
Yeah, she's the new Cauldron Master assigned here from the Xianzhou Zhuming.
I received a report from the Artisanship Commission about cargo containing
Bunch.
samples of unknown
Said.
organisms.
New
It said
character.
they needed help from the Alchemy Commission. I had nothing better to do, so I came myself.
Hydro. Said.
It's fine, Mr. Scott.
I just did the
If you
final
really
part
don't
of
want
the
your
event, I
cargo to
think
be
minor.
inspected, it doesn't
Hydro.
matter.
Said. Hilarious
doesn't
as a
matter?
ham.
How can you say that?
Hydro. Said. Rolling on the
Why are
floor
you
laughing,
being so
rolling on
nice
the
all of a
floor
sudden?
laughing, rolling on the floor laughing.
Well, since you're not going to check
Hydro.
it, I'll take this crate
Said.
and be on my way.
Rolling
Is that okay
on the
with
floor
everyone?
laughing, rolling on the floor laughing,
Yeah,
rolling on the
sure.
floor
Why
laughing.
should I object? Not only this sample, but all the goods on the transport ship are yours to keep. Like I said, we won't inspect them.
Minor unknown.
Wait a minute!
Said. Oh. Minor unknown.
Well, that's more
Said.
like it. If
I'll look
only
forward
the
to
young
it.
displayed a more reasonable attitude, we could have sidestepped that altercation just now. Our ship will leave in a few days once the engines are repaired.
Your ship can leave whenever you want, but I'm afraid I can't say the same for your cargo. According to the import and export regulations signed between the Xianzhou and IPC, all biological shipments can only leave the port when they have confirmed to be of no threat, or when all biological activity expires. Since we can't determine if your shipment is safe for the environment, I guess we'll have to wait for its biological activity to expire. Let me check the previous cases. Normally, it'll only take around 47 star calendar years.
Only 47 years?
Why so surprised? You're still young and full of energy. I'm pretty sure you'll live a few more decades. Have some confidence in yourself.
Ha! Typical of a long-life species. Your words are dripping with sarcasm. While you may not care about time, I do. I'll be demanding double compensation from the Skyfaring Commission for every minute wasted.
Sure thing, Mr. Scott. You seem pretty confident that your career and life will last long enough to witness this victory unfold.
Step aside, guys. Let them do the inspection.
But, Mr. Scott...
Come on, we're already in enough trouble. Just let them do the security inspection. And if needed, I can always grovel before the Intelligentsia Guild later. I'm just using my head for what it's apparently good for, right? Well, honestly, at least you're not as annoying as that woman. Just get on with the inspection. Don't act all chummy with me now that you've got your way.
This lady is really something else. Is this the IPC product?
Listen up. Any damages caused by inspections will be filed with the IPC.
Turn it off. How unexpected. That was a surprise. Lend me your strength. We've entered the
Joker
storm.
Gaming.
To guard and
Said.
defend. Crush them.
UB2 Skos Low Noob 3, 50 Jade and 10k credit. New code enjoy guys.
Every petal and all will be swept away by the wind.
Minor unknown. Said. Thanks.
Receive divinity.
Eternal.
I sense a storm. Awaken.
Joker Gaming. Said. No mention LOL rolling on the floor laughing.
Were you seriously planning to leave this stuff unchecked at the dock for days? That's way too dangerous.
I had no idea about it. You must have accidentally triggered the cargo's defense program.
I don't think trying to shift the blame is a wise choice.
But seriously, I don't know why that thing suddenly started moving. I swear on the Amber Lord.
Enough. Miss Shikwe, please escort our IPC guest to the Skyfaring Commission.
I'm on it. Please follow me, Mr. Scott.
Gentlemen, our preliminary inspection shows that there is indeed hidden biological tissues inside. Just like the craftsman feared. I can't even tell if it's ingenium or biological in nature.
The core of this device is what they call wetware in industry slang. To put it simply, this machine operates with a kind of biological nerve as its control center.
I'll take some samples for the alchemist to analyze and figure out where the biological tissue comes from.
Why would the Intelligentsia Guild use such unethical technology? Perhaps they're trying to create a new weapon?
Whatever the reason is, it's probably why the Borison attacked the ship.
Minor unknown.
No
Said.
wonder the IPC were trying
She's
to
an
obstruct our
elf.
inspection. I'll contact the 10 Lords
Hydro.
Commission and ask the judges to
Said.
come and give their final verdict on this.
Vidyadhara. Hydro.
According to our rules,
Said.
all prisoners and
The
weapons
dragon
involving
race.
dangerous creatures must be taken to the Shackle
Joker
prison
Gaming.
for further sentencing.
Said.
After all,
LOL.
it's the safest place on the Lofi.
Minor unknown.
As
Said.
for you, Mr. Craftsman, please go with the Cloud Knights and explain the situation to the judge. I had a feeling
Minor
that
unknown.
the IPC members would cause
Said.
trouble. But
I thought there
didn't
might
think
be
they'd be
elves on
this
the other
troubled.
ship.
Thanks for your help, Miss Linkshaw.
I should thank you for saving my life. Your sword
Hydro.
skills were impressive.
Said.
Taking down that
Ooh.
big guy. I thought the General's retainers were all burly martial masters. I didn't expect Yenching to be so... Can't argue with that. As for you, You must be the guests from the Astral Express, right? Saving the Lofi from that crisis. It's so impressive. It wasn't a big deal. Really. It's still early. So why don't we get some tea at the Alchemy Commission? We can discuss your suggestions for revitalizing the commission.
I'd be happy to accept your invitation.
Joker Gaming
And you three
said,
are coming too, right?
I am just happy I got 50 jade for nothing LOL headstone. Joker Gaming said, by the way, I will update you guys if I got any more code.
The news is spreading pretty fast.
All these years, and the view at the Alchemy Commission hasn't changed a bit. The tides come and go, but the ancient sea remains the same.
Minor Unknown
For us Vidyadhara,
said,
there's nothing
that
more
would be
nostalgic than our
appreciated.
homeland.
You're a Lofu native, Miss Lingsha?
Yes, I grew up here, listening to the sound of waves while researching prescriptions with my mentors and peers at the Alchemy Commission. It's kinda sad, isn't it? Everything changes but somehow remains familiar. Just like you, Dan Heng, I traveled far from home, and now I've returned. Seeing the familiar scenery brings back a hint of nostalgia.
The view here would be even better without the Ambrosial Arbor.
Oh, really? I think that towering tree looks pretty impressive.
Even if it's impressive, it's a plague mark. The Xianzhou have been fighting abominations for thousands of years. And now that the Ambrosial Arbor has been reborn, it's only natural for everyone to feel uneasy.
Well, once a seed is planted, no matter how long it takes, it'll eventually sprout and bear fruit. In my humble opinion, the rebirth of the Ambrosial Arbor and the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were inevitable. The seed was already planted when the ancestors of the Xianzhou sought immortality.
Joker Gaming said, Minor, just share the code with Kuren if she is here or comes later LOL.
Well, since you went through the entire Ambrosial Arbor crisis firsthand, Dan Heng and Lieutenant Yanqing, I'd like to discuss something with you.
What would you like to discuss, Miss Lingsha?
I was lucky
Hydro
enough to be chosen by the
said
Alliance to come in
she.
and clean up all the old grime in the Alchemy Commission. Honestly, the Alchemy Commission is riddled with problems and has reached a point where fixing it seems impossible. I'm looking
Minor
to
Unknown
remedy this problem,
said,
but
it's a
was
unique experience to
wondering
hear
if you
Kuren mentioned
provide
as she.
any insights.
Minor Unknown said,
Even though I'm a
LOL.
Vidyadharan like you, I'm an outsider, just like my companions here.
Hydro
I
said,
can't really say
I
much
agree
about
LOL.
remedy, but I do have a piece of advice, Miss Lingsha. The Vidyadhara and the
Joker
Alchemy
Gaming
Commission on the Lofu
said,
have always been intricately
LOL
connected.
rolling on the floor laughing, I mean just
You
give
cannot
him.
distance yourself from these ties, Miss Lingsha. Changing the situation within the Alchemy Commission may be quite challenging.
I may not know about politics, but I do know that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been operating within the Alchemy Commission for years. If you're determined to root them out,
maybe you should discuss it with the General.
I see. Thank you for your valuable insights.
Hydro said, I just got weld.
While the Lux arrow from the rainbow
Hydro
possesses unparalleled
said,
power to sever the ambrosial
I wonder
armor,
if he's of any good
can't
use to
sever
me.
mortals' desire to prolong their existence. Just
Joker
like how
Gaming
the Cloud Knights can eliminate the
said,
remnants of the disciples of
You
Saint
lost the
Smithicus,
50-50 LOL.
but are unable to calm the hearts and minds of the people within the Alchemy Commission. Our Xianzhou forebears knew this well, and that's why they entrusted the duty of guarding the roots of the
Hydro
arbor to the Vidyadhara.
said,
However,
Oh, I got him
Vidyadhara
on
are
standard
still only
dummy.
mortal beings. 30 years ago, my mentor served as Alchemy Commission's Cauldron Master. She recognized the emerging undercurrents and sought to cleanse the source of the disturbance. Unfortunately, even though she was skilled in the art of healing, she didn't
Joker
understand
Gaming
the human heart or how
said,
to eliminate the sickness
Nanny
lurking
skull
within
and
the depths of
crossbones
the Alchemy
skull.
Commission. In the end, she was framed and exiled to the Juming. I was also implicated and had to leave the Lofi. And guess who arbitrated the case and handed down the sentence? None other than General Jing Yuan himself.
What?
You heard it right. The ones responsible for the corruption in the Alchemy Commission are not just the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but even the Divine Foresight himself. Alas, why is your face turning pale, Yanqing? Don't worry about it. I understand that when someone holds a position of power, they may sometimes have to make tough decisions. I won't hold any personal grudges against him. Besides, at our age, holding personal grudges is a luxury we can't afford.
Lingsha, you're back! Ugh, I've been waiting ages for you.
Yunli! Why aren't you with your grandpa? What brings you to the Alchemy Commission?
Minor
Let me
unknown
take this opportunity to
said,
introduce you to Yanqing.
I hope I get someone I don't have loudly crying face.
What a small world.
You stole my sword! Give it back!
I see. Let's skip the introduction part then.
Why do I keep bumping into you? Are you stalking me or something?
Of course not. Unlike you, Miss Yunli, I have important things to take care of. You, on the other hand,
Hydro
seem to have all
said,
the time in the world to wander
Now the
around
only
without
standard
returning my
5-star I
sword.
don't have is yanking.
Grandpa used to say that a sword reflects its master. I talked to your sword, and it told me that you've been distracted. You hesitate when you should strike, and you struggle to stay calm when your sword is unsheathed. Now that I see you again, I realize your sword was right. It wasn't me who took your sword. It was you who lost focus.
Do you really expect me to believe that nonsense? I've been taking it easy on you because you're a guest from the Juming, but you're not taking the hint. Don't people from the Juming know you're supposed to return what you've borrowed?
Just look at this flying sword. Even if I gave it back to you now, it'd just be taken away again in a few hours. You know the Cloud Knight saying, a Cloud Knight must never let slip their weapon, yes? Well, sure, I can give it back to you now, but on the battlefield, that's a whole different story. Poor flying sword.
Fine! You don't have to give it back, because I'll take it back myself!
Between these two, who do you think
Hydro
is tougher, Dan Hung?
said,
Don't get me wrong.
Minor wanna know
I'm
what
just
my
curious.
cousin called after seeing her personality.
Get ready to separate them.
It is
Minor
my first
unknown
day at the Alchemy Commission.
said,
A brawl
Oh.
is definitely not how I imagined celebrating it.
Well, since you don't approve, I won't draw my sword here. I didn't mean it in that way. Since you've already drawn your swords, you'd be disappointed if you didn't get to test one another, right?
Hydro said.
I've received reports that the
Stupid
dells near the
brat, he
Alchemy
said.
Kitchen are still infested with abominations. Seems like my predecessors left quite a mess. So, if you two want to determine who's better, why not focus on them instead of each other?
Hydro said. Oh wait, he didn't add stupid. Hydro
Sounds boring.
said. My
It's
bad.
the Cloud Knight's duty to
Kuren
eliminate
into
those
Hoyo Fun
abominations. You don't
said.
have to ask me twice, Miss
Sparkle
Sunshine.
and Yunli
I'll
are
help
indeed
you get
brats.
rid of 'em.
Oh, you think you're the only one
Minor
who knows how
unknown
to behave?
said.
If Lingsha needs
LOL.
anything, I'll gladly draw my sword and help her out. It's so heartwarming to see both of you being so sweet and caring. So then, shall we get going?
Hydro said. Well, yes, she's one, but not as extreme as Sparkle.
Ever since the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were eradicated, their experimental abominations have been festering here. If you want a contest, I'll be the referee. The one who kills the most abominations within an hour wins. Lingsha, as always, you're still an expert in making unpaid work sound so noble and grand. It's for your own good, little Yunli. While you desire to compete against each other, I don't want to see either of you getting hurt.
That's really thoughtful of you, Cauldron Master.
So, are you both ready? Ugh. Looks like my predecessors left quite. Let me say it again. The one who kills the most abomin. Be careful when you draw your swords, and make sure you don't hurt each other. Can we start now, Lingsha?
Strike apart!
Nothing. Eternal stay.
And return!
Lend me your strength.
Time for swordplay!
Kuren into Hoyo Fun said. Yanking might sign Rijai's well with Ting Yun, Aventurin, and Lynx.
Bladed strike!
Hydro
I didn't expect someone
said.
who can't even hold on to
Among the Vidyadhara, only the unique ones, like Bailu and Imbibider Luni, shows traits of the dragon, I think. Kuren into Hoyo Fun said. Ruan Mei also works.
Strike apart!
You've got style with those moves, but you're not striking where it counts. It's such a shame to see you misuse your sword like that.
Hydro said. It
You
seems
chose the
like
wrong
Lingsha
enemy.
is not as mighty as them.
What is it we're waiting for?
Kuren into Hoyo Fun said. Might as well skip Yunli, for now. Minor unknown said. Bailu and Hill are part of the High Elders, so they have more closer relation to the Dragon IG. Hydro said. On Karn, I just completed the event. I apologize cause I completed every active quest today.
How many can you block? Strike apart!
Kuren into Hoyo Fun said. LOLIC. Hydro said. Keyboard making me look drunk again. Hydro
I'll see you all.
said. Also completed the event. Hydro said, only thing left is to explore new map.
Eternal sleep then.
And return!
Some value, I suppose.
Time for sword
Every petal all will be swept away by the wind.
Bladed fire! Practice is over. Swords descend!
Kuren into Hoyofun said, Yanking's DMG though and Yunli is stealing the show LMAO.
You chose the wrong enemy.
This battle we've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them! How many can you block? Strike apart!
Hydro said, yet pretty much.
Time for swordplay! Bladed fire! There's always a weakness. Lend me your strength. How many can you block? Strike apart!
Hydro said, minor if I lose my pity on LC banner pray I should lose on Clara's.
Practice is over. Swords descend! Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard
Minor
and defend.
unknown
Crush them.
said, hope you get Clara's LC.
Bladed fire!
I'll see you off.
Kuren into Hoyofun
See? I
said,
won.
hope you get an extra LC after Clara's LC.
All over the place. And you relied too much on speed. Is this really all the Cloud Knights of the Lofi can muster? So disappointing.
All you did was chop down a few monsters. Don't get carried away with yourself.
Hydro said,
Well, then
Kuren
I'll
that
give you a
might be
chance.
asking for too much.
Defeat me or hand over all your swords.
If you're trying to pick a fight,
Hydro
just ask. Because
said,
I'm ready for you.
I already won 5 times in a row in LC.
Well fought, my young friends. However, both of you have shortcomings. One of you focuses on dodging and weaving, while the other relies on brute strength, trying to take down targets with a single strike.
Kuren into Hoyofun said,
Me?
hello.
I'm just a patient seeking
Hydro
medicine from the Alchemy
said,
Commission.
well,
I'll pass
Minor,
around
remember the fact that I said about these two?
I thought I'd
Hydro
seen my fill of impressive
said,
fights during the war dance.
don't you think that's
Yet
fitting?
here I am, able to witness a remarkable fight at the Alchemy Commission, of all places. Well, the Lofi is never short of surprises. However, I have a
Kuren
small
into
suggestion
Hoyofun
for you.
said,
Why don't you settle this
the
dispute
Akiran of
fair and
Xianzhou,
square in the war dance?
Minor unknown,
That way,
said,
you can resolve your differences
yeah.
with a proper duel and put your grudges behind you.
Grudges? No, not at all. Yunli and I, we were just sparring.
Sparring? You summoned your flying swords, and she swung her sword with full strength. No grudges between you. I don't believe it.
you here, Lady Fei Xiao. Have you finished your health consultation with the Dragon Lady? Fei Xiao? Grandpa always talks about you. Could it be that you're...
The Merlin's Claw of the Xianzhou Yaoqing?
Looks like I'm quite famous on the Xianzhou Lofi, too.
Of course. Everyone has heard of the great general. Known to all, and unbeknown to none.
Great General? Isn't that title a bit too narcissistic? I don't like it.
Hydro
Ooh,
said,
I heard there's
"Damn, what a
dozing
beauty."
general on the Lofi, so I came up with a humble nickname for myself. The Lacking General. Lacking in worries, regrets, and rivals. Sounds
Kuren
much
into
better,
Ho Yo
right?
Fun said, excited for her?
Yeah, that's a befitting title that sounds both humble and impressive. Now that the sparring session is over, Yanqing and Yunli, shouldn't you politely thank General Fei
Hydro
Xiao for her guidance and
said,
bury the hatchet?
Well, the outside isn't what matters.
Here's your sword. Keep it safe. Or it might get taken away again. By the way, we haven't settled the score yet. I'll defeat you fair and square next time we fight.
This is how she apologizes? Now that I finally got my sword back, I should report to the seat of divine foresight. I'll take my leave, General Fei Xiao. Oh, by the way, Miss Linksha, if you've got some free time, I'd like to invite you to the seat of divine foresight for a chat with General Jing Yuan. I think there's more to those personal grudges you mentioned earlier.
Thanks for stepping in, General Fei Xiao. Otherwise, I'd have had to knock them out with my incense.
Not at all. Just doing what you asked. How about we call it even as payment for the healer lady's consultation?
Sorry.
Hydro
But even a general needs to pay
said,
their bills.
flattest of breads, lol,
And
face
let's not
with
forget,
tears of joy.
You'd have been waiting decades for a
Kuren
chance to
into
see
Ho
the
Yo
Dragon
Fun
Lady if it weren't for me.
said, LOL.
Well, you can always send the bill to the seat of divine foresight and say it's for mentoring those kids. After all, it was quite the effort splitting them up. I nearly had to get tough. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to find a spot and get some fresh air.
Hydro said, shouldn't have said that. Minor unknown
Back already?
said,
You've met with Jing
LOL.
Yuan and wandered around for a few hours. So, what do you think?
It appears that the Divine Foresight is using this war dance as a show of strength to convince everyone that the Lofi is prospering after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis.
But... I know you're going to say but, right?
But the influx of people attending the war dance is like a breeding ground for disorder and rumors. One wrong move,
Hydro
and the Lofi could
said,
be in a world of chaos.
THR 3rd SH,
The Cloud Knights on the
Stellaren
streets
Hunter
remain vigilant.
will be benched
So at the
for a
very
long
least,
time,
General Jing
LOL.
Yuan is aware of this. As for
Minor
other
unknown
matters, I'm unable
said,
to say.
Yeah,
I'd prefer to be excused from future meetings with generals. I'm just a military healer. And now all of a sudden I'm thrust onto the center stage having cordial chats with two generals?
My work doesn't lend itself to being in the limelight either.
Hydro
Just stop
said,
whining. At
I
least you're
can't
in
bench
one
the
piece,
first two
right?
SHVs they can integrate to
Before
any
getting
team
in touch
easily.
with General Jing Yuan, I wanted to put aside my assumptions and see his momentum. That includes the overall bearing of the Cloud Knights on the street, what people are saying, and how those close to him behave.
The might of an army dwells not within its pawns, but within the force of its collective momentum,
Hydro.
Recognizing this
Said.
fact reveals the true
Especially
measure
SW.
of power.
Hydro.
Thanks for
Said.
enlightening me, General.
Short for Silver Wolf.
A perfectly clear statement turned confusing thanks to your translation. You've made me lose where I was now. Anyway, this is how I operate in battle, so you might as well get used to it.
Are you treating General Jingyuan as your enemy?
The longest-serving general of the Xianzhou Lofi. Do you think he'd have only a few enemies?
By the way, General, you met the healer lady, yes? Could
Hydro.
you show me the medicine she
Said.
prescribed you?
Boys, does either of you two have
The healer
SW?
lady couldn't do anything about my condition. She just told me to enjoy some tasty food.
So not even the famed healer lady could help?
Minor
Don't worry.
unknown.
I'll fulfill my
Said.
promise and find a
No.
way to cure you.
I have budget
Actually,
yet premium
I found some
SW.
leads.
Well, life and death, Jiao. It's all predetermined. Upon starting my military career, I made a pledge that the rest of my life would be dedicated to being the Xianzhou
Hydro.
spearhead,
Said.
hunting down the abominations
And who would
of
that be?
abundance till the end of my days. As long as I can fulfill that deep-seated desire, I don't care how long I live. You asked if I view General Jingyuan as my enemy. No. My
Minor
real
unknown.
enemy has always
Said.
been myself.
You don't know AOESW.
Enjoy some
Hydro.
tasty food.
Said.
So,
her.
what's for dinner tonight?
Hydro. Said. I see.
You really know how to read the room, don't you?
You guys figure it out for yourselves. I'm due to catch up with an old war friend I've not seen for quite a long time.
Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. Moses here. Hydro. Said.
Hey! Was
Wait,
that
there
the
are two
Yao
of them.
Qing general who just dropped in
Minor
out of
unknown.
nowhere?
Said.
She's so
very versatile, so I'll tune her up.
I mean, when Yun-Li swung
Hydro.
that massive sword,
Said.
she just casually
Did you
blocked
mean
her
the
attack
shorty?
with ease.
Hydro. Said.
Mine too.
Shorty. Asterisk. Minor unknown.
Yeah, but
Said.
to go up against Yun-Li
Two of
is
them.
quite impressive, you know? That aura of heroism and grace.
Hydro.
It almost makes
Said.
me want to learn Xianzhou
Well,
swordplay.
one of them is tall.
You think so too, right?
Hydro. Said. But an AoE. Minor unknown. Said.
I agree.
Who's the tall one that can
General
reduce
Fei
death?
Xiao is indeed impressive.
I was actually hoping you'd give Yanqing some praise.
Thanks for the kind words, Miss March. The war dance is coming up, and I've been chosen to represent the Cloud Knights in the ceremony. I've had my fair share of defeats lately, and even though I know there are always more skilled sword masters out there, seeing General Fei Xiao's skills today has made me feel a bit uneasy again.
Don't underestimate yourself.
Hydro.
After all,
Said.
generals won't fight in the ring.
The
during
Jude of
war
the Ten
dance.
Lords.
Just remember the state of mind you had when you single-handedly took on me and Blade, putting life and death aside. With that mindset, you can prevail against most challengers.
I see. Thanks for the advice, Master Dan Heng. By the way, now that today's events are over, General Jingyuan wants to invite all of you to the Seat
Hydro.
of Divine Foresight.
Said.
He has something important
I
to
can
discuss.
only sucrose they are kaliing on someone.
I bet it's about how to deal with the generals from the Yao Qing and the Ju Ming.
I really don't want to get caught up in grown-up
Kuren
things
into
so
Hoyofun.
soon. I
Said.
just hope Generals Fei
LOL.
Xiao and Huaiyan can see the
Hydro.
truth. We
Said.
don't need any more chaos
At
on
least
Luofu
that's as
before the
far
war
as I
dance.
know. Minor unknown. Said. Hanya. Hydro. Said. Sway I. Minor unknown. Said. Where does she reduce the def? Hydro. Said. No, not in terms of def. Hydro. Said. But AOE. Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. Is it her idolins? Minor unknown. Said. I use this premium SW. Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. Pella's ultimate is AOE. Hydro. Said. You meant Pella, she's a different type damage dealer. Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. True LOL. Hydro. Said. Oof. Hydro. Said. At least doubt is clear.
Earlier at the Palace of Astral, I introduced these guests from the Astral Express to you, Elder White. But with all the people around, we only exchanged pleasantries. Now, I'd like to officially introduce them to you. These three braved great dangers, accompanying me to perilous places, defeating the chief culprit Fantilia, and uncovering the conspiracies of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. If you wish to know more, please, feel free to ask us.
Well, I skimmed through the reports about the Arbor's rebirth from the Master Diviner Hushwin. She's been
Hydro.
summoned to the Yuchue
Said.
for questioning.
The maximum break
of
I can
doubts
come up
within the
with on
Alliance
Harmony
about this
Stell
whole
is
situation.
281%.
But despite all that,
Hydro.
I believe in you.
Said.
Since
If
you
I
joined the
activate
ranks,
one more
you
node
have
it'll be
repeatedly achieved
291%.
After the High Cloud Quintet each went their separate ways, despite the many criticisms within the Alliance, the Marshal still stood firm against the dissenting voices and entrusted the Lofi to you. Over the years, you've served the Alliance with loyalty and wisdom. You've taken down abominations in Thalassa, rescued the Xianzhou Yuchue from a siege, and destroyed the demonic planet summoned by the denizens of abundance.
Minor unknown.
I still
Said.
remember those battles
Damn.
vividly. There are fools who doubt your loyalty. They're happy to see the divine foresight fail because it gives them some kind of sick satisfaction. They haven't achieved anything of their own, so they feed off the failures of others. but I've seen enough failures in my time. And I want to believe that your loyalty has never wavered.
So, General Fei Xiao of the Yaoqing is the only one investigating the Ambrosial Arbor crisis on behalf of the Alliance?
Hydro
No,
said,
no.
"Oh yes, can you go to the planar ornament section in IPC guide?"
This old man's words always catch me off guard.
The Marshal ordered me to come to the Xianzhou Lofi, but the document only says, attend the war dance and listen to Fei Xiao's questioning. No need for that. You're all important witnesses. The Marshal is well aware of Jing Yuan's purpose in holding the ceremony, and understands the situation he is facing. She mentioned it because she believes both issues are important.
Thanks for your kindness and sincerity, Elder Huayan. But is it appropriate to tell everyone here about the Marshal's orders?
By introducing the Express's witnesses to me alone, aren't you aiming to discern the intentions behind both my actions and Fei Xiao's? Whether there's any discord between us? Well, since I'm being open and honest with you, I encourage you young folk to do the same. As for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, all I need to do is listen. General Fei Xiao will be the one asking the questions. To be honest, I'm more concerned about the timely start of the war dance. Oh, by the way, I've prepared a gift for the war dance. Yes, it's this case right here. There will be numerous contests and celebrations during the war dance, and the main event will be the Ringmaster's Challenge. The host will dispatch a skilled warrior to take on challengers from all over the cosmos, showcasing the excellent martial arts of the Xianzhou Lofi. When you mentioned that the Astral Express would be attending the ceremony, I thought the High Elder of the Lofi would be the Ringmaster.
You humor me, Elder Huayan. The healer lady is just a young lady who knows nothing about martial arts. How can I assign her as the ringmaster?
I'm no match to you when it comes to joking.
What's this box for? Why don't you open it, General Huayan?
This sword case is intended for the War Dance's award. It's empty now. In a few days, a precious sword will be delivered and stored inside. I don't mean to boast about our skills, but this sword represents the pinnacle of the Zhuming's craftsmanship. It has a legendary history, full of heroic tales from foreign lands, tales that are too detailed to be summarized in just a few words. Since the delegation delivering the sword hasn't arrived yet, I'll just leave the case here for now. I've been wondering who would be worthy of such a sword. And then it hit me. I can award it to the champion of the Ringmaster's Challenge. The ceremony's champion is sure to be a perfect match for the sword. Moreover, I hear that Yanqing is an excellent swordmaster, and that he will be representing the Lofi as the Ringmaster. So it seems like a perfect gift for him.
Thank you for your generosity, Elder Huayan.
If you want to give me a sword, just say the word, Grandpa. No need to beat around the bush.
You've got confidence, my girl, but I don't think you can best Yanqing.
I know you're all about swords, Miss Yunli. It's just a shame that it's the sword that ultimately chooses its rightful master.
Yeah, and even if someone gets their hands on such a precious sword, it'll probably end up in someone else's.
The outcome of our duel at the Alchemy Commission is still up in the air. Since you're interested, why don't you represent the Xianzhou Juming and challenge me in the ring?
That's exactly what I had in mind. Nobody knows who's gonna come out on top. It could be me, could be someone else. It'll probably be me. But whatever happens, it won't be him.
Not to be rude or anything, we've been watching their drama. I'm dying to find out who beats who.
Quiet down. We have other guests here.
Hydro.
I've prepared
said,
this sword to add some excitement
Kuren, did you see that? This brat here don't miss a single chance to roast our ice boy, lol.
While you both seem confident that you'll win, you need to remember there can only be one winner and one loser in the ring. Which could lead to hard feelings. Actually, I have an idea. We don't know who the winner will be, and it might not be either of you. But if you're eyeing that prize,
Minor
we need
unknown.
to work together.
Said.
I want
Ornament
you to take
section.
on an apprentice who will take part
Hydro.
in the war dance and win at
said.
least one match.
Yep.
How does that make sense?
In my humble opinion, while a Cloud Knight is commendable by securing victories, it's even more so to pass on your skills and spread the way of swordplay. I'd be greatly pleased if this apprentice could represent the Express in the war dance by displaying their Cloud Knight flair and prowess.
Well, Elder Huayan's idea is quite interesting. Imparting swordplay skills requires teamwork.
Hydro.
And both the winner and the
said.
loser will learn a
Who
valuable
both even
lesson
sync each
regardless
other
of
with
the outcome.
words.
The question is, whom should the two of them take as an apprentice?
Huh?
Minor unknown.
Wait.
Said.
Me?
LOL.
I noticed just now that Miss March seemed quite interested in the outcome of your sword fight. So I thought, why not teach her the art of swordplay?
Oh, wait. Are you serious, General? Why am I being dragged into this all of a sudden?
Hydro.
I've never practiced
said.
swordplay before. I'm
Confirmed
a total newbie.
YNY.
You really think I can learn it? Well, you'll probably realize I have no hope and give up on me. And that'd be so embarrassing.
Things are already complicated enough as they are.
He strikes like lightning. Does Mr. Dan Hong really need anyone's guidance? As for Miss March, she's like a piece of jade in the rough, just waiting to be shaped.
I appreciate your kind words, General YN. But plus, I heard that each swordmaster has their own special moves. What if they let something slip while teaching me? If everyone knows each other's tactics, won't that make it hard to catch people off guard during the war dance?
That's considerate of you, March 7th. But don't worry. It'll take you at least a decade of hard training before you can even start learning special moves. No need to freak out. A few Juming swordplay tricks will mean you'll be more than equipped.
Really?
Looks like March's curiosity has been piqued.
The whole point is to know each other's moves. Defeating your opponent in just one move? How boring would that be? Plus, what really decides a swordsman's fate isn't some special move. It's the solid fundamentals.
So Miss Yunli has already agreed. What do you say, Yang Qing?
General, I haven't graduated yet. How can I be qualified to teach swordplay to others?
So you're admitting your defeat, huh? If you're not even confident to teach, why don't you let me be the ringmaster instead?
Yang Qing. Teaching
Hydro.
an apprentice is also
said.
a way of honing your own skills.
Since
and
they are
gaining
not
insight.
even at age, I can say they are more
An
like
apprentice
close
for
to each
years.
other.
It's about time you looked at swordplay from another perspective.
I see, General. Then count me in.
Now that Yang Qing has agreed too, it all comes down to Miss March.
Minor unknown. Said.
It's up to you to make the final decision, March.
At least that way, I won't have to worry about you accidentally shooting me in the butt all the time.
Hey, I've never missed my target. Then I'm on board. Thank you for your kindness, General Huayan.
Great. Starting tomorrow, Yanqing
Hydro.
and Yun Li will teach you
Said.
the basics of the Cloud
I can't
Knight's
jinx
sword
myself.
play. Yun Li and I will head out and purchase some sword practice equipment for Miss March. Think of it as a little
Hydro.
initiation.
Said. I need either Yunli or
You're too
Fixiao.
kind. Oh, wait, you're giving me a gift? Shouldn't it be the other way around? General Huayan's gone. Wait. I think we strayed off topic. How did things even get to this point?
Yeah, I brought you here because the General said he had some important matters to discuss. But how in the world did Yun Li and I suddenly become Miss March's swordplay mentors?
Because General Huayan wants us to stick around
Hydro.
in the Lofi for some
Said.
time.
Their combat looks dope. I am satisfied with Yunli's.
But from his point of view, we're no different from all the other tourists who may leave at any time. Since the crew's actions were mentioned in the Lofu's operations log were given to the Alliance, he probably wants to see firsthand if we're as capable as the report claims, or if we're just some made-up excuse to save face. And he wants to see it for himself during the war dance, which is why he even dragged Yun Li into this. What began as a simple contest between two sword masters has
Hydro.
now evolved into you
Said.
two collaborating.
Also,
to
this
mentor
new
March.
quest helped me forget and neglect you know
Elder
who.
Huayan is
Sharvari
still
Salvi.
that tricky general.
Said. I
who
left
likes
my
to give
for
everyone a
updation.
headache.
Minor unknown. Said.
My apologies.
Hello.
Truth be told, I invited all of you to the ceremony because I wished for you to act as my witnesses. Now, I
Hydro.
apologize for not disclosing
Said.
this information earlier.
Especially thanks to
In the coming
Yunli.
weeks, I'll also invite all of you to a meeting with General Fei Xiao, where you may need to answer her
Nemiru
questions and clear up any
_Kyoku.
doubts she might have.
Said. Hi.
So please,
Hydro.
be prepared for the meeting.
Said. And yanking too. Minor unknown. Said. LOL. Sharvari Salvi. Said. Lols. Minor unknown. Said. Hello.
Don't worry, General. No matter what happens, I'm prepared to stay here as the Express's witness and answer any questions.
Thank you, everyone.
General, I know there isn't much I can do to share your burden, but as the Lofi Ringmaster, I won't let anyone defeat me in the war dance.
I know.
The
Hydro.
illustrious Merlin's claw
Said.
waiting for me.
Also,
And
you
for
see
so
Minor
long,
Yunli
too?
CSN also
quite an
worked
honor.
with Clara's
It's been a
LC.
while, General Fei Xiao.
Minor
It's been 30
unknown.
years since we last
Said.
saw each other.
So March is participating in the contest?
Yes. Back then, you were the vanguard of the Yao Qing's Verdant Knights, and I was a pilot of the Law Fu's Rainbow Orbit Fleet. Who would have thought that upon meeting again, you'd be a general, and I'd have given up flying?
Hydro.
Really does feel like a lifetime ago.
Dunno.
Well, I wouldn't say I haven't seen you in 30 years. After all, your great victories are announced through the Yellow Bell resonance system every day. so I'm well aware of your great feats. How's your health holding up?
Still stable, I suppose. Do you still remember the medic who saved me in battle?
That healer with the odd name and peculiar temperament. What was his name again? Was it Pichu? Or Katyo?
Jiao Cho. He's been my retainer and personal healer, delegated by the Alchemy Commission from the Xianzhou Yaoqing. Over the years, he's
Hydro
dedicated himself to managing
said,
my condition.
I see that Fixiano do not show her other trait.
Given my background, I'm happy to have made it this far.
I'm relieved to know that you're safe and sound.
Minor
Well then,
unknown.
Since you and Elder
Said,
Huayan are here,
cough.
I imagine you must have received orders from the Marshal? As your friend, may I ask how the Alliance intends to punish the General of the Lofu?
The Arbor's rebirth has frightened the elders who lurk behind the scenes. They fear the resurgence of abominations, much like what
Hydro
happened 30 years ago.
said, I meant her
Although
tail
the
minor.
report from the Lofu explained all the details, we don't know if the Ruin Legion really invaded, or
Hydro
how exactly the Stellaron
said,
Hunters and the Astral
she had
Express
that when
became
she was a
involved.
child, but now she
This puzzle
doesn't.
has many missing pieces. As you know, the fugitive Jing Liu, who mysteriously disappeared many years ago, has resurfaced. This time, she has brought along an outworlder and a coffin, claiming to offer the Marshal a method to fight against the Eons. The Lofu Preceptor has also leveled accusations against Jing Yuan for neglecting the Alliance's principles. She asserts that Jing Yuan enabled the exiled Imbibitor Lune to re-enter the Lofu,
Minor
thereby
unknown.
unlocking the lunar rest
Said,
of depths within Scale
oh.
Gorge waterscape, which in turn disrupted the Vidyadhara's dutiful watch over the Ambrosial Arbor. It is for these
Hydro
reasons that I have
said,
come here to the Lofu
oh
today.
wait, no, I was wrong.
Well, duty calls. Perhaps I shouldn't have mentioned all of this to an uninvolved person.
Hydro
But since we once
said,
fought together, I didn't
she
want to
didn't
keep you
had
in the
them
dark.
even when she was a child.
Perhaps pretending you didn't hear any of this would be for the best.
I understand. I'm sorry. I was out of line. I know I shouldn't be defending General Jing Yuan right now, but... well, you know how I am. The Lofu has enjoyed centuries of stability since the end of the sedition of Imbibitor Lune, much of which can be attributed to General Jing Yuan's masterful strategizing. Unfortunately, for long-life species,
Hydro
enduring through the
said,
ages always culminates
I guess
in a
if she's
failure
similar
that
to the
undoes
fallen
all previous
comrade.
achievements, a moment that our adversaries relish.
That's true. And that's why I'm also here for another purpose. To visit Hule.
Hule? You mean that Hule? The Borisin warhead? The same Hule who has been imprisoned in the Shackling prison for over 7 centuries?
The nemesis of the Foxians who will never be forgiven and shall be imprisoned until the end of the cosmos. I can't quite remember the exact wording, but yes, the very same Hule.
Usually, only emissaries from the Xianzhou Yaoqing Skyfaring Commission visit him once every century. Why do you have to visit him now, of all times?
The Foxians and the Alliance made a pact to combat the abominations, aiming to achieve justice and free their kin. That werewolf monster is to be forever imprisoned in the dark recesses of the Shackling prison, facing unending retribution. Given the situation on the Lofu, those on the Yaoqing are concerned about Hule's imprisonment. I'm afraid that the routine visit every century is no longer sufficient to ease their concerns. That's why I was sent here, to reassure them.
It's all bad news.
Well, not everything. There might be a silver lining. Oh, by the way, I found some clues about the thing you asked for.
Tell me more.
The Verdant Knights followed the route you mentioned and discovered the wreckage of the Whistling Flame ship. Unfortunately, there were no survivors and no cargo. However, someone had already been on the scene before we arrived.
Our people? Or someone from the IPC?
No, neither. Yukong, have you heard of a person named Ron May?
Hydro said, "Miner, take a break for today."
I'm still feeling sleepy.
Did I oversleep?
Miner unknown
Where
said,
did March and Donhung go?
Miner unknown said, "How long will it take from here?" Hydro said, "An hour, 1.5 at most." Miner unknown said, "Okay." Hydro said, "Okay, you see an icon near them, near the planar pick." Miner unknown said, "I'll do dailies and switch." Hydro said, "This is a new feature." Miner unknown said, "Oh." Hydro said, "Wait, you don't have coughs?" Miner unknown said, "When did I get Kafka loudly crying face?" Hydro said, "The SH?" Miner unknown said, "She avoided me." Hydro said, "I thought you did." Kuren into Hoyofun said, "Wanna go E6S5 Kafka when that time comes?" Hydro said, "The only one I don't have is Ying Seam." Hydro said, "E6S5 Kafka, you." Kuren into Hoyofun said, "LOL." Miner unknown said, "She'll be out of meta by then." Kuren into Hoyofun said, "Well, I was joking. Hydro said. I rather have a Kirin like that than this. Kurin into Hoyofun said. It is up to Miner. Hydro said. The last chasma you're gonna enter is Genshin, right? Minor unknown said. Yeah.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
Still water.
All will be swept away by the wind.
Hydro said. I wonder how that Halovian Kirk is doing right now.
I weep.
Hydro said. Girl asterisk.
Lend me your strength.
Still water.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
To guard and defend. Crush them.
All will be swept away by the wind.
Lend me your strength.
Still water.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Lend me your strength. Lend me your strength.
Still water.
Resistance is limited.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
To guard and defend. Crush them.
All will be swept away by the wind.
The dead return!
Lend me your strength.
Still water.
Nemiru underscore
I weep for
Kyoku
the departed.
said. How are you guys doing? Joker Gaming
Lend me your
said.
strength.
I am back arrow.
Lend me your strength.
Still water.
I weep for the departed.
Kurin into Hoyofun said.
Lend me your
Welcome
strength.
back. Kurin into Hoyofun
To guard and defend.
said.
Crush them.
Am doing things and fine as always. Minor unknown
All will
said.
be swept away by the
Good
wind.
you.
Lend me your strength.
Still water.
Eternal.
Joker Gaming
I
said.
weep for the departed.
I was just having fun with March 7th LOL.
The dead return!
Lend me your strength. Still waters of oblivion.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
To guard and defend. Crush them.
All will be swept
Hydro.
away by the wind.
Said. Gone for a day?
Destined for oblivion. Lend me your strength. Still waters
Hydro.
of oblivion.
Said. Well, good for you.
I weep for the departed.
Minor unknown.
It
Said.
too shall fall.
LOL.
Lend me your strength.
Nemiru_Kyofu. Said. That god to hear you guys are doing great. Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. LOL. Joker Gaming. Said. LOL, I was just building, damn you Hydro Skull headstone. Hydro. Said. Well, don't blame me, you were the one saying having fun with March. Hydro. Said. Jokes aside for the moment. Joker Gaming. Said. I said I am having fun with March equals she is pretty fun to play with, LOL. You are bad-minded, winking face with tongue. Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. Wuthering Waves? Hydro. Said. Minor have my comrade needed an assistance from ya? Minor unknown. Said. Haven't hopped on his streams yet, I was a bit busy. Hydro. Said. I see. Hydro. Said. Well, I am having my fun, Minor. Hydro. Said. He'll be back in a few. Kuren into Hoyofun. said. Joker got timed out?
Forgive me.
Hydro said. Yup, by me.
Photosynthesis. Take 4. Fast in starlight.
Hydro said. Nothing personal, just for fun. Joker Gaming said. You can time out my body but not my soul, lol moi moi. Kuren into Hoyo Fun said. LOL. Hydro said. Toxic as ever. Hydro said. Well, IDC. Joker Gaming said. Upside down face. Kuren into Hoyo Fun said. Y'all okay? Kuren into Hoyo Fun said. We can just talk calmly. Hydro said. Kuren. Hydro said. I am cool. Kuren into Hoyo Fun said. MHM. Hydro said. This is not my first time. Joker Gaming said. I am just chilling, Kuren. Hydro said. Joker Gaming said. Minor unknown said. Keyboard got high again and switched language at wrong time. Kuren into Hoyo Fun said. I guess? Joker Gaming said. Do not blame me, it was not me. Minor unknown said. LOL. Hydro said. Hey Minor, I defeated the level 120 construct but not the light crusher. Hydro said, still having a hard time dodging his strikes. Minor unknown said, oh. Minor unknown said, you wanna try on Pro-Op?
Sacred light. Oh, stars, heed my calling. Fluorescent shadows.
Minor unknown said, why was that over so fast? Joker Gaming
You there?
said,
Looking to put on some training?
where is the
Good
fire
training
mommy?
keeps you
Loudly
sharp.
crying face,
The enemy-
loudly crying face. Hydro said, I am giving my console a rest. Minor Hydro said, also you can't enter my world at the moment. Kuran into Hoyofun said, which fire mommy, Joker? From Genshin or Star Rail? Hydro said, I am phase 7 now. Minor unknown said, oh. Minor unknown said, damn.
Take form. Fluorescent shadows. On tear them to pieces.
How delicious.
My field of expertise.
Ow!
Transmitting frequency.
Take form. Strike fast. Ow!
Joker Gaming said, I was talking about mommy Changli. Kuran into Hoyofun said, I see.
Zapstring. It's our curtain call. Good. There's no time to waste. I'll pay it back tenfold.
Hydro
Leave it to me.
said, minor guess what? Tomorrow I don't have class.
Strike is one. Take form. Beckoning light.
Hydro said, same reasons.
How delicious.
Take form. Let it end.
No mercy. My field of expertise.
Ow!
I can't believe this.
Minor unknown said, I have a power cut. Hydro said, oof, the exiles have some cheeky voice. Minor unknown. Said. So I'll try to speedrun stuff. Minor unknown. Said. Ikra lol. Hydro. Said. Now 5 of the locations in my account is 100%. Minor unknown. Said. Nice.
Take form, oh stars. Heed my calling.
Tear them to pieces. That strength, it's our curtain call.
Your time's over. Strike is one. Glory not. Photosynthesis. Together we fight. Fluorescent shadows.
Hydro. Said. I hate this enemy freezing us. Hydro. Said. Minor get rid of every def % echo. Kuran into Hoyofun. Said. Why are some VAS from HSR getting replaced? Hydro. Said. So far Huo and Argente's changed. Hydro. Said. My cousin said Moses also replaced. Kuran into Hoyofun. Said. Yeah. Hydro. Said. You play Free Fire, Kuran? Kuran into Hoyofun. Said. Not really. Hydro. Said. Just asking, I left that game long ago. Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. Is it good though? Hydro. Said. I don't play anymore. Hydro. Said. I'm my opinion, no it's not. Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. Because some Infinix phones love Free Fire. Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. Alright. Hydro. Said. There's a reason why I don't play competitive games anymore. I can't stand toxic players.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
Also, climbing ranks every season is tiring as hell. Kuren into Hoyofun.
But where are those who share?
Toxic players are trash as always. Hydro. Said. Exactly the real menace of such games.
Wait for my signal.
Hydro. Said. I'll be entering HSR once more just to try March 7th Hunt, in Divergent Universe as a trial. Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. Tower of Fantasy and L4D2 may have some toxic players also. Minor unknown. Said. Okay. Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. Have a good time. Hydro. Said. Not at the moment, Kuren. Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. Oh, okay.
Stay close and you will live.
Hydro. Said. I don't know if I should skip dinner today. Hydro. Said. 'Cause not long ago I had biryani. Minor unknown. Said. Depends on if you're hungry, IG. Minor unknown. Said. Oh.
Stabilize!
Want me to come along?
Hydro. Said. Enmo. Hydro. Said. I know for a fact that Furina won't betray me.
What is the situation?
Hydro. Said. Even though she's a brat.
Ticket! Go on. You have my approval. Yeah. Ticket! Go on. You have my approval.
Hydro. Said. First time I got her I thought I won't get EI but I did. Hydro. Said. Guess Furina is my lucky charm.
take it. Go on. You have my approval. Ad Astra. Thank you for Ad Astra. Ad Astra. When you're high up, everyone can. Boring! Isn't there anything else more interesting to do?
Minor unknown said. That will be it for today, Chad. See you soon. Kuren into Hoyofun said. Thank you for the stream, Minor.
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
Minor unknown said. Thank you for watching. Kuren into Hoyofun said. No worries as always, Minor 2 hearts.
When you're high up, everyone can hear your voice.